Anyways, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Truth Doesn't Hurt. In a completely different spot. I'm not even like at home. No guests, no nothing. I haven't recorded in like a month because honestly, I took a break to fast, but then I got lazy. So anywho, just like a really quick episode. I just wanted to talk to you about like what I've been learning as I've been fasting. Is that like I don't even know where to start. But honestly, the one big thing about fasting is that I just kind of like the fact that like we serve a God that allows us to. So pretty much meaning like I have to look at you so I know who I'm talking to. But like pretty much what it does is that like we've done so much against him and all this different stuff of that come into play when we're following God, to where like he still allows us to like just be around him. So as far as when things go wrong, he allows us to like talk about that. And essentially like we're coming from a standpoint of where we don't know any better, so who are we to even question him? But the fact that he just allows us to come to him with those things. And on top of that, like when I've been reading in the Old Testament, I think all of us are like really like bad little kids. So where like, for example, like in the story like Abraham, he kept like doing stuff like the wrong way. He lied about saying who his wife was, and then the people that he lied to who didn't believe in God was just kind of like, bro, like why would you even have to do that? Like if God is who you believe, then that's who you believe. So essentially like we're always like kind of going the opposite way, and God's just kind of like trying to bring us back. So I wanted to touch on that a little bit and just kind of like what it has opened my eyes to and like opened my mind to. I'm a little bit more, it just kind of makes you aware about who he is and how he has to be involved in every aspect of our lives. So not just, when I'm there on Sunday, but how I live my life outside of that, the type of character I have. Like it's really big on showing me the importance of having integrity, but it even shows how intentional God's been, because even from the Old Testament up to now, like the same things are still being done. So since because we have the same thing still being done, it almost shows that like he's cared about us the whole time with the same amount of like, he's been intentional through it all. So it's not just like an Old Testament, New Testament thing, even though I wouldn't want to deal with Old Testament God because he was wilding, but it just shows us how intentional he's been through the whole thing. So I think just during the time of fasting and reading like through Genesis, Exodus and all that stuff, like how the steps of which he's been taking to get like his people to where they need to be, or how he's taking the steps to get you to where you need to be as far as your relationship with him in your life. He's very intentional through it all. And I have realized like the importance of just surrounding yourself in an environment, even though I'm not anywhere quiet, I'm just kind of out and about, but the importance of surrounding yourself in an environment where you're allowing yourself to listen. You're setting yourself up to listen, because it really showed me that kind of like made me emotional in the moment. Like we're served a God to where he's still like he's constantly speaking to us, but it's a slight whisper. He's not yelling to get your attention. And the things that have been made so clear to me throughout this past month, almost 2 months, just for the sake of just making myself available to listen. There might be times where I'm just like, hey, I need to fix this or I need to fix that. But it's not even that. Like he's just always approaching it from the standpoint of like, I just want you here. So instead of me looking at it from the standpoint of like, I just need to do all these rules and different stuff that come along with being a Christian, it's almost as if I get to do this because I'm doing this for the person who loves me. It's almost as if like you do this stuff for your partner because you love them. So it's just different stuff like that I've noticed. And I just wanted to share that really quick, do a quick little video. I got some other clips in here that we're just gonna throw about. I'm out with my dog Alex, we getting food, eating pasta, living life. But I just wanted to share that one little nugget with y'all, let y'all know to where just make yourself available. Like he's still speaking. He's speaking a new thing every single day. He wants to show you that he loves you every single day. And whenever you're setting yourself up to serve him, don't look at it from the standpoint of like, I have to do this, but I get to do this. Because we serve a God to where like, we don't really add like any value to him as far as who we are as human beings. But he is just really moving along the standpoint of just like, I love you as a child. I care for you as a child. And I just want you here. So I'm just always saying like, whenever you're out going out and doing stuff like that, to really just focus on that. So that is my TED Talk. Another episode of Truth Doesn't Hurt coming up soon. I'm gonna have the big boy camera. Got some guests coming on. We're gonna talk about a lot of different stuff going into the rest of the year, 2025. But y'all tune in, stay locked in with me. Love y'all.